Welcome or welcome back to our channel. If you're new, we post awesome hair tutorials every single Friday. This tutorial involves Dutch braiding, so if you don't yet know how to Dutch braid, check out our tutorial, which will be linked in the description. These space buns are super cute and upbeat, so we hope you enjoy them and give it a try. So this style works best if you have a middle part so that both sides of the hairstyle are even, and you want to continue that middle part down the back of the head. And then whichever side you're going to work on first, leave out, and whichever side you're going to work on second, put it up in a small ponytail or bun. I'm working on the left side of her head first, and we have to part this side again, because we're going to have one braid that comes from this way, and one braid that comes from the back. I'm going to part her hair from the crown of the head right here, and I'm going to go straight back to behind the ear. I'm going to check that's a straight line, and that looks pretty good, so I'm going to tie this back portion up with another rubber band. So now I just have this front left section of hair, and all this hair is going to go in a Dutch braid that is coming straight back. So now that we have all the hair added into this Dutch braid, I'm still going to continue to Dutch braid this down just a little bit because it will make it a lot easier to tie off now and when we go to put one rubber band in for both braids. So now that I have this top left braid done, I'm actually, instead of doing the bottom left braid and finishing one, I'm going to do the top right braid first so that I get both the ones up top done first before I go to the back of the head. I'm going to try to part this hair the same place I parted this hair. So straight across, I'm going to start this part right here. And as I do this Dutch braid, I'm really going to try to mirror this Dutch braid in the sizes of the pieces I'm picking up as well as the slight angle. So when you're done adding hair into this braid, you're going to do the same thing that you did in the other braid, where you're just going to keep braiding before you add a small hair tie in. So now that we've done both of the top braids, we're going to move down and braid the bottom half of the head. So now what I've done is I've had her turn around on the chair and lean over the back of the chair so I can get to the back of her head. And you can just pull these braids forward out of the way. And I'm going to work on this side of her head first. So I'm going to pull out this ponytail. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start a braid at the nape of her neck right there and braid up this way. So I'm going to get her to lean her head down just a little bit so I can reach this part better. And I'm going to pick up a small section just like I was braiding at the front of her head. And you're going to do this like normal, you're just going to be braiding up her head. The starting part here will be tricky with the hair falling on itself, but once you get past the first couple stitches, it'll be a lot easier. Once you're done adding all the hair in, you're going to want to just braid it down a little bit and then put another small elastic in. And now we're going to move over and do the same thing on the other side. her hair on her head is in one of these braids. We're ready to tie this braid off and start putting these into space buns. So now that we got all 4 of our braids done, and it's looking a little crazy, we're ready to put these into buns. I'm going to start on her left side. I'm going to grab the lower braid, and I'm going to grab the top braid, and I'm going to tie them off into a ponytail right on this part line, really close to her scalp. This is where having these elastics come in handy, because we can focus on just tying off the braid and not actually holding the braid as we do it. And once you got the ponytail secured, you can go ahead and take out your small elastics. And we're going to do the same thing on this other side. So now we have these ponytails, and we're ready to tie them into a bun. The way I normally like to do this is to take the hair and start twisting it, and then twist it around, and put some bobby pins in it to hold it, and then add a scrunchie over. The area right above the ear where the hair is getting pulled from sometimes tends to drag, so it's really hard to get the hair to come all the way up. So if that happens, you can just pull that hair up and put a bobby pin right under the bun. And there are your double Dutch space buns.